Well, take a look at this couple. They're accused of stealing a puppy from the San Antonio Humane Society, walking right out of the front doors with them. Now, here's the backstory. The San Antonio Humane Society had been working with the stray puppy for weeks, getting him ready to be adopted. Just when he was ready to be adopted, those two people are accused of stealing him right out of the shelter. Eyewitness News reporter Roxy Bustamante filed this report earlier.
9-month-old Hedgehog was brought into the Humane Society 2 months ago.
When he first came in, he was extremely timid.
The blonde Alaskan Husky went through weeks of training with staff and volunteers, and today was the first day he was up for adoption.
We had a couple come in who wanted to take a look at Hedgehog, presented themselves as typical adopters. Staff members did the usual rundown of kind of the dog's personality. Handed Hedgehog over so they could get to know him.
He says the couple waited for the staff to turn their backs and they walked out the front door with Hedgehog.
The staff, volunteers are all devastated at this point.
Luckily, the surveillance video captured the couple and the car they drove off in. The Humane Society is hoping this will help them find Hedgehog.
And if Hedgehog is out there watching as well, stay strong, buddy, and hopefully someone will recognize you and bring you back to us so we can do it right.
Roxy Bustamante, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.
Now, if you spot the dog or recognize the couple from the video, give the San Antonio Humane Society a call.